Google Ads is the best way to get a high intent, high relevant clients for your service. It shows your ads when somebody searches for your business and searches for your service. So this is the result what we achieved for one of our clients in bartending education space. And as you can see here, we're getting the leads for $45, and for the last 14 days we got 20 leads. So we are very profitable with this campaign. We're getting 600% return on our ad spend, and we are very profitable. The reason why we are profitable here is we set it up budgets and the keyword strategies properly. In this video, you will learn how to set it up a Google Ads search campaign, how to manage it, and how to optimize its bidding strategies. So in order to show your ad to the relevant people, bidding strategies and keywords must properly set. Before creating the campaign, you need to set it up conversion tracking, and I will link in the video in description below about the step-by-step conversion tracking installment to your website. So the keyword is the way how people are searching for your service. In order to understand which keywords to use, you need to go to the tools here and press on Keyword Planner. Now you have to press on Discover New Keywords. Here, just enter the name of the service. Now, in our case, it's going to be the plumber near me. Just insert your service, and if you're a local business, just insert near me. Now, press on Enter here and press on Get Results. So it will give you the results of how people are searching, and it's also going to give you average monthly searches. And one of the more important metrics here is the bidding. What's the range of the bidding? So for the plumber, let's do the location here. So in our case, it's going to be New York City, and let's exclude. So if you just press the X button here, it's going to exclude it from the location targeting. So just press your location here and click on Save. Now you're going to see actual relevant average monthly searches to your location. So plumber near me is searched 14,800 times in New York. So the average range of the bids is between $6 and $25 for these keywords. So when somebody searches plumber near me, you're about to pay between $25 and $6, depending on your relevancy of your ad, type of the keyword which you use. So there are 3 different match types of the keyword which you can use. So this is just estimation. The real value you're gonna see after the running Google Ads. So just choose up to your budget. So if you use a plumber near me and the range is $25 between $6, and your daily budget, so the amount of money you spend on daily on Google Ads is $100, you have to just choose one keyword instead of bunch of keywords. The reason behind this is we want to know which keyword works for us, so which keywords brings you more clients. So with $100 budget, you're gonna have less testing capability of one keyword, and if you're gonna add the second keyword, it's gonna be much more less. So choose the amount of keywords depending on your budget. So in our case, we're gonna just choose a plumber near me. So there are 3 different types of matching types of keywords. So the meaning of it is you can choose the plumber near me keyword. However, there are gonna be people who are searching just for plumber here. And if you choose specific match type, it's gonna match this keyword to the search term or the exact text which searchers are using with your ad. So somebody searching plumber can see your ad when you use the keyword plumber near me. Let me go back to the campaign creation here, and you can use this button to create the campaign. Now just press on the create here, press on the campaign. Now you're gonna have your objectives. If you are selling the service, just choose the leads. If you're selling the product, you should choose the sales. However, if you are selling the product, there are different campaigns which I'm gonna talk later in other videos, because it considers as Google Shopping, not as the Google search. So the Google search works best for the service, and Google Shopping works best for the products. So just choose leads as campaign objective here, and here is going to be conversion goals or the conversion tracking, which I told you before. I will link in the description below about the step-by-step conversion tracking installment to your website. So now just press on continue here, and you're gonna see the campaign type. So there are many campaign types, and in this video we're gonna just learn from the search campaign type, which I told you before. This is the search campaign type, and it shows your ad when somebody searches for you. So just choose the search campaign type, and here you can choose the lead form submissions or website visits as the conversion goal for your business. So press on continue here, and you're gonna see the campaign name. Usually I name the campaign with the campaign type and the location. So in our case it's gonna be the search campaign type, and the location type is gonna be New York. So press on continue here, start on new. So the bidding is the way Google uses your budget to spend and the rank on Google Ads search. So there are many types of the bidding, and let me show you the bidding strategies here. So there are 5 bidding strategies here, and the first one which we're gonna look at is max clicks. It's the focuses on getting as much clicks as possible. It does not bid based on the search past history. So what I mean by that is, when somebody searches for the lawyer in New York, it might be their second search or the third search. But if the person never searched for the lawyer before, Google Ads is gonna have hard time to identifying what client is worse. Is it the potential of the client? And if you use Google AI strategies, it will rank your ad in the bottom here on the 4th or the 3rd position. However, if you choose the max clicks is optimizes not by the search history of the user, it optimizes by the amount of click it can bring to you. So it doesn't matter if the searches, if the person searches 3rd time or the 4th time, it will optimize for the 2nd or the 1st position of your ad. So for the starting point, the maximize clicks option bidding strategy is the best. So the next bidding strategy here is the maximize conversions. It gets as many conversions as possible based on search history. So if person searches the 2nd or the 3rd time, the position of the ad is going to be much higher, because Google knows the potential of the client and places your ad on the first positions in order to get this client. So, however, there are the backlash for it. So, the first position of their ad, if other people are using the same strategies as you, the maximize conversion strategy, you're gonna pay more for the click. So here, you're gonna pay for the first position. If other companies are using the same bidding strategies, you're gonna pay like 10 or 30% more in order to show in the first position, because everyone gonna bid the highest for this searcher. The first position is gonna cost very expensive, and if you're gonna use specific match types, the exact match types, which says lawyer in New York, you're gonna pay even more. So it's best for bidding strategy. This is best for when you already running Google Ads. So what I mean by that is you started with the maximize clicks strategy, and then you switch to maximize conversion strategy, because it's going to optimize on the specific people which are your potential customers. The maximize conversion value it looks the same, however it calculates on the value of the client. So what I mean by that is it looks at the search history, and it looks at your conversions, conversion goals, and if the highest conversion goal is, for example, is your lead form submission, it's gonna optimize it for that. It's gonna optimize people who are more likely to convert from form submission instead of calling you or any other conversion action. So the manual CPC works similar to the max clicks. It doesn't matter of the search history of your client. It doesn't matter on anything. It just matters on the bids which you set. So it's gonna be static bids which you're gonna set. For example, you're gonna set $20, and it's not gonna go higher of $20, and maybe it's gonna be lower than $20, but it's not gonna dependent on the search history of the user. So it's best for the starting out. These two bidding strategies here, max clicks and manual CPC, are the best for starting out. However, if you want to use, if you have a brand and you want to be placed for the first position every time, you have to use max impression share. The reason why you want to use max impression share is you want to be first every time. So it's gonna take your ad, and it's gonna place it here every time, but you have to pay it more. And there are special way to install this option. However, I don't recommend it to use until you're gonna have experience of using other bidding strategies. The reason why is you're gonna spend more and more money to get this impression, so to be first every time, because other people can do the same bidding strategy, and in auction you're gonna compete, and you're gonna spend more money. So now here we're gonna choose clicks. So the maximize clicks, as I talked to you before, maximize clicks is the best just for starting out. So now after choosing maximize clicks as a bidding strategy, here you can set the maximum cost per click. So the maximum amount of money you want to spend just for one click. So you can set it here. Just press on here button. Here you can set $20 here, so it's not gonna overspend. It's not gonna be $22 or $23. It's just gonna be the maximum amount is gonna be $20 for the click. And here in the bidding for the new customers only, I didn't see any changes when I switched on or off this option here. So I usually choose this as a default here, and let's click on next. Now here we're gonna exclude Google Search Partner Network and Google Display Network. The reason why we're excluding these two, because it's gonna show your ad when somebody searches in other Google Ad partner websites. So it can be any websites that has a contract with Google. It usually can be the spam websites. They make money by people clicking on your ad, and it's usually not, you're gonna get irrelevant leads when you use this option or Google Display Network option, and you would be replacing a lot of placements in such websites, in spam websites. So I usually exclude these two. So now the locations. Choose the location which you can serve, or where you can sell the product. For example, if you are online service provider and you only sell in United States, you can just choose like this. Or if you want to choose the local area where you serve, you want to choose enter another location here, click on advanced search, and now you can enter your location. For instance, in my case it's going to be the New York. So New York City here, I'm going to choose it here like that. And if you want to exclude any location inside of this location, you can choose you just enter the location which you want to exclude. In my case it's going to be Brooklyn, and the second option is going to be exclude. So you can include it here or exclude here. Now it's going to show the red here, and it means that everyone from New York, excluding Brooklyn, gonna see our ad. So you can exclude this location. Another good feature is the radius. So if you want to choose the radius around your location, around your office, you can choose like that. So you can choose the zip code which you are in, or any other location like that. So it's easy to choose. Just choose the radius and just choose the zip code which you are in. You can increase the radius, you can decrease the radius, it's up to you. So however, this is the main location targeting options available in Google. So click on save here. Now, so the languages is just default browser settings in user phone. So it can be Spanish, it can be English, but the user can search for your service, for example, in English, and it's gonna anyways show your ad. So I just keep this untouched because it's not gonna affect anything on the conversions. So the next thing is the audience segments. Here you can set remarketing, or you can set specific demographics of people. However, if you're choosing maximize conversions or return on ad spend bidding strategies, as we talked before, you're gonna have automated remarketing campaign inside of the campaign which you do it. You don't need to add any audience segments. The reason behind this is Google also looks at the search history, and when somebody was on your website and they search again, your website and your ad is going to be placed number one after that, because Google identifies previous users on your website, and based off of that it places your ad to get more conversions. So if you want to choose just a remarketing campaign here, I'm suggesting you to just choose different bidding strategies like maximize conversions or maximize conversions value, and leave this untouched. However, if you have a custom list, if you want to target specific customers, not all website visitors, but specific customers, you can choose by adding from the Google Analytics 4 or YouTube users or any other audiences which you have. However, if you want to choose the other targeting here, like detailed demographic here, you can choose so you can choose for material status, education, home ownership status. It's best for the realtors, employment, and so on. And however, there are two different audiences: affinity audiences and in-market audiences. In-market audiences is when somebody in market for your service. For example, they in market for apparel and accessories, like they want to buy t-shirts or stuff like that, or auto and vehicles, they want to buy the auto parts. However, for the starting point, do not use the audience segments in market or any affinity audiences. The reason why is, first you want to identify what Google thinks about your customers. So it can be very different audiences that you think of. And first start without the audiences, then the see results. After, add one and test the audience, and if it worked more than without audiences, just use with audiences. So keep testing. Now, the affinity is when somebody has a habit, or for example, they interested in basketball, or they're in banking, they are in like politics, they are journalists or something like that. It's just habits of daily users. For example, maybe they have habits of the finance, like looking for the finance chart, and you can target them. However, my suggestion is to start without audiences. So whenever you targeting the audiences here, you're gonna have two options. One of the option is targeting, second option is observation. So observation is gonna test the audiences. You can start with that. However, if you're gonna start with the targeting, it's gonna only show the people only from these audiences. However, for the observation, it's gonna target these audiences and also any other audiences who searches for your service. Now, let's keep this blank because we want to test first without any audiences. And now here, I usually use keyword match types. If you are on broad match keywords for entire campaign option here, you want to choose off this campaign, because later I'm going to explain you how it's going to work, how keyword match works, so you're going to better understand what options you have. Now, I keep this untouched. However, more important thing is here, ad schedule, is when to run your ads. Run your ads when you can service them. So for me, it's going to be from Monday to Friday, from 9 till 6. However, if you're running any emergency services, or if you can pick up the phone any other time, just include this here. You can include all days. You can add the here for more flexibility. So you can choose, and it's easy to navigate here. So click on next. Now, let me explain you how Google Ads search campaign works. So this is the Google Ads search campaign. It consists of the ad groups and the ads. So let me explain you. So when you create the Google Ads search campaign, you're gonna have branches. So you can have different services for each ad group, and the ad group consists of the keywords which match how people are searching. So for example, for the first ad group, we can have plumber near me, and for the second option, we can have the cleaning of the pipe service here. It's going to be two different keywords in each ad group, and it's going to be very different ads for every ad group, because we're going to divide each service to separate ad group, and we're going to divide by intent of the user. So for example, there are different intents of how people searching for your service. For example, for the plumbers, it can be plumber near me is the highest intent of the user. However, how to fix the pipe is the top of the funnel, not as intended as the previous one keyword. So you want to divide it each by the ad group. Now, the ads, we're going to filter out the people who want our services and who are not the fit to our service. So for example, we can change the headlines of the ad. Like for example, like here, we can change the headlines here and say, for example, call for a free consultation, or servicing specific area, and people who are seeing this ad gonna read this, and who are not the fit gonna skip this ad and go to the other competitors. So the ad, this is what you see, is for filtering out the people who are your best clients and who are not your best clients. So we're gonna change the headline specifics to just filter out them. We're gonna include like direct call buttons from the search results, like the call buttons here, directions here, and other extensions. And also, we're gonna include the location of your business to make sure your ad is relevant to the searches. For example, you can include the location like this, or the location is gonna be under your ad and it's gonna be shown like this one. So basically, the function of the ad is to filter out people and get you only high intent people, just to make a conversion. So now let me go back to the creation of the keyword and ad groups. Now, for our first ad group, it's going to be just one service. You can add ad groups later, but for first creation of the campaign, you want to choose just one ad group. We're going to name this ad group the plumber, and our keyword is going to be plumber near me. So there are three different matching types of the keyword, and there are three different ways to match the searcher words with our keyword. So for example, we have broad match. Its ads may show on the searches that are related to our keyword. So for example, plumber near me is related to the pipes and anything like that. So broad match is going to broadly matching any searches related to the plumbing. However, it also looks at the past search history of that user and looks at the keyword, and if it's relevant, it's going to match your ad with that user. So this is the search term, and the keywords are inside of these ads. Now, the matching types are going to match these ads with that search term. So, if you're choosing the phrase match, you have to put them in the quotes. So, plumber near me is going to be in the quotes. Its ads may show on the searches that include the meaning of your keyword. So, for example, plumber near me keyword can be matched with plumber, just a plumber, or competitors, company names like AAA Plumber or Justin Plumber. So the competitor's name, anything which is related to that plumber near me and has the same meaning is going to be matched with this keyword. So the exact match, usually you're going to pay the highest amount for this keyword matching type because it's more targeted. Its ads may show on the searches that have the same meaning or the same intent as the keyword. So only people who are searching for plumber near me, hire a plumber or something like that, gonna be matched with the keyword plumber near me here if you use exact match, and you have to put them in square brackets. So now I'm gonna use exact match and choose a plumber near me, and if you're choosing maximize clicks option as a bidding strategy, choose exact match because it's gonna target only people who searches similar to this one, like plumber near me. However, if you're choosing any other bidding strategies like maximize conversion value, you want to choose broad match. The reason why is this is not Google AI, and it's not gonna look at users' past history, and it's not gonna match user past history with this keyword. And if you're choosing maximize conversions, you want to choose a broad match, and because it's going to be cheaper, but it's also going to be relevant because it's going to optimize for like period of time, and it's going to choose the best option, best search terms for this keyword. So for a starting point, choose the exact match, see how this keyword is working out, then change to the maximize conversion bidding strategy and change this keyword to the broad match. Now, this keyword is going to match with this ad, so you want to choose the final URL or where people gonna land after they clicking your ad. So after you're clicking your ad, they can be the landing page. In my case, I'm gonna use my website name. However, my suggestion is divide each service which you have for separate landing page and run separate ads for them. The reason why is Google search campaign is very high intended campaign, and it's very high intent targeting. And when you're gonna include the services which are not relevant to this ad to your landing page, you're gonna lose a lot of traffic and a lot of clients. So the next thing is display path. It's nothing just a decoration for your ad, and it's to make people better navigate. So for example, in our case, it's going to be plumbing here. As you can see, the website name and the plumbing here is shown on. Now, the calls. This is very important. If you include the calls here, it's going to be shown on an ad, and they can directly call from this ad, not entering your website, just for calling from this Google search results directly to your phone. This is very important feature for people who are usually the best conversion action is for them is calls. So I include calls every time. However, if you don't service the phone, so if you cannot pick up the phone, I suggest using the form submissions on your landing page and exclude these calls, because every click to any link here or any call button here is gonna cost you the same amount of money, because the click was made from the ads. Now I'm gonna include the phone here, click apply here, and now I'm gonna have the options on the bottom of the ad. Now the headlines, you want to include on the headlines the keyword itself. So plumber near me is going to be the keyword, and it's also the second keywords are usually to filter out people. So for example, it's going to be free quote. What else? We can include plumber in NYC. Also, we can include servicing parts of the New York, like Manhattan, servicing Manhattan, Queens, like that. And so people who are in Brooklyn are gonna skip this ad because we are just servicing Manhattan and Queens. Now, in descriptions here, we want to choose descriptions just for better understanding. So when somebody reads a free quote here and descriptions here, they usually read the headline but not the description. However, you also want to fill out the description just in case when somebody reads it. So I usually fill this out with the AI, and I usually don't focus on this too much. However, if you want to include something here, just include something that filters out the prospects. So the images, also very important thing. If you include the images, the ad string is going to be higher. The people who are relevant to this image are going to click more. So include this image, anything which is related to your business here. And if you have verification, you can include the business name here. Also, you can include the business logo. This is after you verify your Google Ads account. Now, the site links. This is the links. Let me show you from here. This is the links is under the main link. So it's to better navigate. And for example, a lawyer in New York can have many landing pages like get a free book, contact us, about us. However, it can make your ad not relevant if you include many site links, and it's better to exclude any site links because you want to target only one landing page for one service and make people easier to convert instead of confusing them with several options. So if you want to add a site links, it's easy to add. However, my recommendation is to skip this part and start without any site links. Don't look at the ad strength here. We don't care about the site links. We just care about the conversions here. So the next options here, we have prices, messages. They are not relevant as the main location, which is going to be added automatically here, and also the callouts option. So the callouts option is similar to the site links. However, it's going to be just under your ad. It's going to be, for example, personal injury lawyer, Millville, open 24 hours. Just the benefits or the features, you can include them in the callouts page, and it's very easy to add them. It's not going to confuse them. However, it's going to make them your ad more identifiable, what you sell and what your service is. So just include it like here. If you don't have it, just include the callouts here. It's 25 characters for every callout, and click on apply after saving it. So now, after setting up everything, don't look at the ad string. Look at, can you service it? Is your ad filters out people and brings only people who are relevant to you? So for example, and click on next. Now, the budgets. So the budget's going to be depending on the keyword. For example, if your keyword costing you $10, you want to spend at least for the 10 clicks, so $100 a day. For example, if it's going to be $20, you also want to spend $200 a day. just to get 10 clicks a day. So choose the budget wisely, and also choose the budget which you can spend and able to afford, and it's not going to affect anything to your financial ability. Now, in my case, I'm going to choose $100 and click on next. Now, it's going to check for the errors here, and you can publish campaign by pressing this button here. So, it's going to load a while. However, after the publishing, click on next here. Now, after setting up, after publishing here, you're gonna see this image here. It's gonna look at your website, look at your ads, and approve. After approving, your ads gonna be running. If you need Google Ads management services, we are able to help, and the link is gonna be in the description below. And if you have any other questions, just leave in the comments below.